Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Like 20.
Now the third leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 34-yard line.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now it's Goff off the bootleg. Oh, nice move at midfield. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Los Angeles.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And an alley to run. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. So many questions about Todd Gurley in the offseason. How good is the knee? I mean, remember, he had a heavy workload the last couple years, nearly 4,000 yards from scrimmage, 40 total touchdowns, but just 4 carries in the NFC Championship game, 10 in the Super Bowl. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. Last week, somehow they won. He threw all those picks, but they still won. Here, opening drive, unfortunately, he picked up where he left off.
Partner, you get a lot of extra patience when you find a way to win despite you making mistakes. But starting out again this game, that patience is going to wear thin really quick. And I think the guys on the defensive side of the ball will be the first ones to let him know that's got to stop.
64, weak.
Now the third leading rusher among rookies last year, it's Nick Chubb. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
They go with Chubb on second down. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
Set, 220. Mike, 58, right there. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Aaron Donald with a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful, find your playmakers and give them the football.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. The #1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. He's checking. Crash.
Now Mayfield. And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13. Third down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack, but that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. 23 yards, the final tally.
3 yards. That's good for a Browns first down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check 15. Hey, alert 33.
From the gun, Mayfield. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Watch the air. Hey, alert.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that
pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Bryce Hager. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Real. 58, boy. 58.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Watch tight ends right.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. On the toss, it's Gurley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down.
17.
From the gun, here's Goff. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Here's Johnny Hecker now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Now Callaway on the return. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take...
And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now it's Gurley. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Just despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Hey, kill!
From the gun on third down, Goff, and almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's fourth down. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
Can't ask for much more than that. A 50-yard punt followed by a loss on the return. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Browns drive about to get started. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
I got him!
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Point it right.
On third down, here's Hunt. And they stop him short of the first as he can only get to the 20. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up fourth down.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
Their own 37-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes a better punter may actually determine the outcome.
Hey, lift.
Second and 5 now. Goff trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Goff. And Cooks has it over the middle. Brandon Cooks. Touchdown, L.A. Brandon Cooks. His 4th touchdown on the year. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They've done nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Hey, 133.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. On 3rd down, Mayfield. He'll rifle this one deep right, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
When we talk about Aqib Talib, technique is not the word that comes to mind, but don't worry about that. This guy anticipates as well as anyone in the league, and he did just that, picking off another pass.
Done. 180. Stop your whining.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. Gurley's got the 1st down and then some. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. A shotgun snap for Goff. Flush to his right. Goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now Mayfield lost the football. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And he'll be down at the 6-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Hold on. Check. Stay with your man. Check.
Now it's gone. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Robert Woods, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Rams have taken the lead.
It's never fun for a defense to run on the field knowing that they're having to defend a short field. Just the idea of trying to limit an offense in that position, daunting for a defense.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Check three.
A toss play to Chubb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Now Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Set. 180. I'm coming.
First down, Mayfield. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Check. Lucky. Pick the edge. Run.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. So we got to step it up. Check it back.
Mayfield. Dancing to his left. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards.
Partner, was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
The Browns on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Run. 58 to Mike. 58 to Mike.
Throwing. Mayfield. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 36. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Push him back. Out. pistol. Point it right. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike.
To throw, Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
11 more yards. That's another Browns.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with it. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Move. Out. 5 down.
Mayfield down. Over the middle to Beckham. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Let's go.
Gain of 26 yards. And the Browns, first down.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 33. Mayfield to throw it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
That's another Browns first down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
58, come on. 3 buzz. Check 13. Check. Hey, alert.
Chubb. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
At the Rams' 10-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
I'm coming after you.
And again, it's Chubb. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
You don't want it. Shift. Slam. King.
They'll run with Chubb. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
It's just me and you.
Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And he takes this one in in for a Brown score. Kareem Hunt, his third touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and we are tied at 21. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
It'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Hey, Delta. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. 58, boy, 58.
Throwing on third. Gone. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Myles Garrett able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations than 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
I got it.
4 yards on the dump off. It's 2nd down.
Complete to Jarvis Landry. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
180. Point it right. Down to lose one. Check three. Greystone travel. 58, boys, 58. Up. I got you, son. I got you.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Mayfield. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
They're not ready for this, man. They're
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Mike 58 right there. I'm going to run you over.
And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
That's right, man. Check, 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 check.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The Browns drive about to get started. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch that.
They run right side with Hunt, and he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now.
Set, 180. Watch the slant, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Alert, 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 alert.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mayfield. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. 23 yards the pickup there.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10.
Bang, bang. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Regular, regular, regular.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go, G. Hatch it, hatch it. Run, run, run.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Pistol, pistol, pistol. Rap, rap. Show it up. Show it up. What?
Mayfield looks to throw. Now Mayfield lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. On the carry, it's Chubb. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
Big hit.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. Hey, alert 33. 58's the money. 58's the money. Time to go, night, night. Hey, wahoo. 58, right over there. Kings, Kings, Kings. 58, right there. Watch the run, watch the run. Watch the run. Protein spill. Regular, regular, regular. Done.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to make it 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Another carry now for Gurley. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's gone. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Credit the sack to the always disruptive Olivier Vernon. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Goff now to throw. It's caught left side by Cooks. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
A gain of 30. 1st down, Rams.
So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. Now Goff. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
A gain of 15. 1st down, Los Angeles.
So it'll all come down to the booming right leg of Greg Zuerlein. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So it'll all come down to the booming right leg of Greg Zuerlein. This from long, very long range. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. On the ground, it's Chubb. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one, a first down pickup of 8. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That could give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it, because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward, and it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses, because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up, because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Watch the screen. Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. 54's Mike, 54's Mike.
The first throw in overtime for Mayfield now. Caught left side, it's Beckham. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmys and the Joes.
They run. Chubb. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game, and how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike, 54. Pistol. Watch the run.
2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied.
What we got? 180. 54's Mike. Real. Check. Watch 54. I hope you brought your lunch, because I'm about to take you to school. Mike's 54. Mike's 50.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. 3rd and long for Mayfield. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Now, partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Browns, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for L.A., they will fall to a similar mark at 1-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.